Hey friends, it's Tuesday tutorial and we're going to do a really pretty look today called Autumn Smoke. Are you ready? So this is what it looks like. The shades we have inside are Biscotti, Sunlit Rose, Merlot, and Sweet Plum. Okay, so obviously for time purposes, I did one side already so we can be fast. But I wanted to tell you, I'm wearing red today, and I think sometimes women are like, oh, I don't know if I should wear red, because you know what? It is hard to match your lipstick and or just know which red you need with a red shirt. So I usually wear something neutral like this. This is Tuscan Rose, just something neutral. And then I usually wear red when I'm not wearing red, if that makes sense. So then like if I'm wearing black or something else, you've got that pop of color. But it's a lot, you know, for me, I always like it more of a neutral when I actually wear red. But except on events, so, you know, when you have an evening event, you want to, you know, have a red dress, then, you know, do your red lipstick too. Just saying, just a little tip. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, we're going to start with our all over brush with the Biscotti. And you could use Moonstone also, which is a similar cream shade, but it has a shimmer. I just try to cut down shimmer as much as possible with these mature eyes, we'll call them. All right, so first thing is just putting it right under the brow. I'm actually going to go all the way across today. So anyway, there we go, all over. So this lighting, a lot of times I'll shoot videos in the evening, and it is very, very bright today. So if I'm like washed out, sorry. Okay, the next shade we're going to use is the Sunlit Rose. This is really pretty. So it's a shimmery deep pink, kind of a brownie pink. It looks good when you use, like, obviously we're going to do purple today, but I've used browns with it, black, gray. It really is a pretty color, and it's very, very versatile. So let's do that one now. We're going to go ahead and just put this all over the lid, and I'm going to just smooth it on. I did go ahead and prime my eyelids already, and I didn't do that on camera just to save time. But anyway, so just to really, I always like to make sure I have a really good coat right on that lash line. You don't want to have any, like, you know, flesh colored spaces right there when you're doing that, just because it's a little harder when you know, you don't want to see any of the blanks. I like to have a good coat of that on. Okay, the next color we're going to do is Merlot, and we're going to switch to the crease brush. So with this little crease brush, which is great, is that you're able to get the product right where you want it in the crease. So I have big eyes, but not everybody does. We all have different eye shapes. So having a crease brush really is nice to help you get it where you want. We're just going to do, and you can see on the other side, it's just kind of a V on the other side. All right, so I like to go a third of the way on the lash line, okay? And then about a third of the way above the crease. Now, I'm not worried if I'm a little scary at this point with my lines, because the blending brush does all that good work for you, okay? So as you can see, not perfect, but it is above the crease, because a common mistake women do is when they put eyeshadow on, I'm using my compact here, is they put it in the crease. So when they're looking in the mirror, they kind of do this, right? We do that, we look up, we're like, oh, it looks good. And then you drop your eyelid and that colors, you can't even see it then. So make sure you're doing it above the crease. Now, as you can see, that is not even, but I'm going to let you see what this awesome blending brush does. Just takes all, if you ever get it jagged, have you ever done that? Or you put it on, it's like, why does my eyeshadow look jagged? Sometimes that happens if your eyeshadow is a little bit older, but look at that. The blending brush just smooths it all in. So you see color, but not like this harsh beginning and end point. You just want the color to flow, where people see that, but not so much beginning and ending points. I think I needed a little more blend over there too. Okay, so easy breezy. Now, I don't have anything underneath, but when you have a color, I'm going to show you how to do this. So we're going to use Sweet Plum. So obviously I have black eyeliner on top, but what's pretty cool is that you can use a color like Sweet Plum. You could do it where I did the Merlot in the outer corner. Or you can do it where you actually use it as eyeliner on the bottom, which I'll just do real briefly. And I'm using our smudgy brush. Okay, so where you can just go lash line to lash line, just like that. I'll go ahead and do both sides so I don't look weird. Anyway, and because it doesn't have to be a super thin line because it's eyeshadow, so it's a little more smudged looking and it's not as dark as an eyeliner. And remember, we've talked about this before. Our cardinal rule is we don't ever put eyeliner just on the bottom, right? You put it on, you can do it just on the top, but not just on the bottom. But you want it to be softer than the top. You don't want it to be like it's, because here's the thing, if it's darker on the bottom, it draws the emphasis to the bottom of your eyes, and we want them on the top where your lash line is. Okay, so that's why you don't want to do that. Now we're going to go and do a little liquid eyeliner because I love it, but you can do pencil, whatever you want to do, but I'm going to go ahead and just, and as you see, I'm not all about making one perfect line, and I don't pull my eyelid to the side because you know what, you don't have to. And liquid eyeliner goes on so easily. Oh my goodness. I got to do my, this is my baby cat eye. Because when you have crinkles on the out here, you got to do a baby cat eye. You can't do the big cat eye we used to do when we were young. Okay. Now I'm going to throw in a little more mascara on that side. I did one coat already with curling my eyelashes and doing the first coat of Lash Love waterproof to hold the curl. And then, oops. Got a little club there. Okay, so here we go. Just going to come through, and this is the lash intensity, which is to volumize because I'm a fan of mascara in a big way. Okay, there we go. Easy breezy. So the look we did today is Autumn Smoke, and again the color. So if you want to try samples of these, just holler, let me or your consultant know. But we have Biscotti, we have Sunlit Rose, Merlot, and Sweet Plum. And like I said, you could always do the Sweet Plum in place of the Merlot. It just depends. You can just mix and match and use them around. There's a lot of variations. When you have a compact like this, you can do a lot of variations. Like you could do the light color all over instead of the pink on the lid. You could use just this one in the crease, or you could do the Sweet Plum. I mean, you can just make up your own combinations for these. They're really fun. But the Petite palette is 8 empty, and each eyeshadow is 8 to fill it. And I love the size of this. Now we do have a bigger compact as well, which has pretty much the same colors in it, but it has a blush in there. So there's variations depending on what you want to pick, but this one's really nice to just throw in your purse and go. So again, that color look is Autumn Smoke. And if you would like to try samples or get that, just let your consultant know. We appreciate you watching and being a part of our customer base. And I hope you have a great Tuesday. Thanks so much. Bye.